Historic day for crypto. Bitcoin just hit again, a new 2023 all-time high price. Let's go. Also breaking news, U.S. Attorney's Office announces criminal fraud charges against Alex Mashinsky. That's right, he has been arrested, and Celsius Network has been fined $4.7 billion by the FTC. Max Keiser's response, Mashinsky was circling El Salvador, but couldn't get past our legal system that keeps all unregistered ish coins out. Also breaking news, Europe's first spot Bitcoin ETF eyes a 2023 debut after a year-long delay, as well as breaking news everyone's talking about right now. Ripple wins the case against the SEC as Judge Torres rules XRP is not a security. Quoting Tyler Winklevoss, the Ripple ruling today decimates the SEC government's case against Coinbase. Have fun with that one, Gary Gensler. And Tyler Winklevoss responded, the SEC and Gary Gensler claimed that 80-year-old security laws apply to crypto. A judge today said they do not. Adios, Gary. Also in today's show, billionaire venture capitalist Tim Draper doubles down on his $250,000 Bitcoin price prediction, updating his target date, and says that bureaucracy is holding Bitcoin down. I'll also be sharing Max Keiser's $1 million Bitcoin price prediction, and we'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this plus so much more in today's show. And for those new to the channel, make sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell to turn on daily notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. Mark today's date in your calendar because this is a crypto history being made. Today is July 13th, 2023. I'm your host, JV, and big news for everyone in crypto, hence why the market is pumping right now, which you can see on your screen. We got Bitcoin up almost 5%, trading above yearly highs for 2023, currently above 31,600. We already touched roughly 31,008 and fast approaching 32. We have Ether up almost 7%, hovering at roughly around $2,000, but the star of the day is XRP, up 75% in the past couple of hours or so, now trading above 82 cents. Also XLM up over 70%, Cardano up above 21%, Solana up 19%, Matic up above 18%, massive gainers. And checking out coinmarketcap.com, the current crypto market cap is sitting just above 1.26 trillion and on the climb with about 53 billion in volume in the past 24 hours, with the Bitcoin dominance back on the decline at 48.9%, with the Ether dominance at 19.1%. And checking out here, you can see the top gainers in the past 24 hours. XRP clearly leading the pack, up 75%, trading at roughly 82 cents, followed by Stellar Lumens, up almost 70%, trading above 16 cents, followed by Cardano, up almost 22%, trading just under 35 cents. And checking out the top 100 crypto gainers for the past week, virtually everything in the top 100 is in the green, a sea of green, which we love to see. And checking out the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, we're currently rated a 57 greed, yesterday a 64, last week a 56, and last month a 45 in fear. So there you have it. How many of you are pretty pumped up for this recent price action in crypto? And what are you most excited about? Let me know in the live chat. And at the end of the show, I'll be reading everyone's comments out loud. Now let's dive into today's Bitcoin technical analysis and check out some of the charts and what is popping right now. Now, do keep in mind, we're currently getting closer to 32,000 at this time as Bitcoin looks set to challenge range highs on July 13th as fresh macroeconomic data boosted risk asset bulls. Here you're looking at the Bitcoin 1 hour candle chart, and quoting TED Talks Crypto, PPI inflation leads CPI by a few months, and today's PPI numbers have year over year running at 0.24%, almost deflation. Fed pivot, anyone? And also United States PPI numbers released on the day again came in below expectations, aiding rapidly abating inflation forecasts. And quoting Caleb Franzen, quite literally, everything is pointing to more disinflation in the months and quarters ahead. Core CPI is going to decelerate so fast, people will be shocked. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the analysts. And now let's discuss a $38,000 Bitcoin price target, shall we? Alongside the PPI came news that Europe would see its first Bitcoin spot ETF launching this year, which I'm going to cover in great details a little later here in the show. Now, crypto analyst Mikhail Van de Popp shared the following: Bitcoin holds 30,200 and most likely will start looking at range high again. And lo and behold, we already are. And he also says another test and we'll have a swift breakout to 38,000. If you'd love to see a $38,000 Bitcoin price here soon, put a 1 in the live chat or in the main comment section right down below. And an additional tweet on the day gave a downside target of 29.3 should the 30,000 support fail to continue holding. But lo and behold, we held strong on that support and things are looking quite bullish at this current time. And yeah, so let's now dive into our next breaking story of the day, and that's Alex Mashinsky, the founder of Celsius. How many of you remember that? Remember the same year, I think, of FTX, I guess that was last year. It seems like ages ago, but it wasn't really that long ago. The company ultimately screwed a lot of investors, just like FTX did, like out of billions upon billions of dollars. And as of today, he has officially been arrested and now owes, his company at least, owes the government like close to $5 billion. So let's break this down. Then we'll be discussing Europe's first spot Bitcoin ETF being approved, followed by the official ruling that XRP is officially not a security, followed by Tim Draper's $250,000 price prediction with the new target date, followed by the latest from Max Keiser and his $1 million Bitcoin price prediction, followed by our live Q&A. And massive shout out again to everyone in the live chat. Make some noise and let us know where you're tuning in from as I broadcast each and every day here from Puerto Rico. Here we go. U.S. Attorney of the Southern District in New York and Federal Bureau of Investigation, better known as the FBI, have announced fraud charges against the former CEO of bankrupt crypto lender Celsius, Alex Mashinsky. In the July 13th announcement today, the U.S. Justice Department said it charged Mashinsky with securities fraud, commodities fraud, and wire fraud related to allegedly defrauding customers and misleading them about Celsius' success, profitability, and the nature of the investments the platform made with user funds. However, authorities said they have reached a non-prosecution agreement with Celsius, which agreed to accept responsibility for its role in the fraudulent schemes. Quoting them here, "If you rip off ordinary investors to line your own pockets, we will hold you accountable," said the U.S. Attorney Damian Williams. And whether it's old school fraud or some new school crypto scheme, it doesn't matter one bit. It's all fraud to us, and we'll be here to catch it. Now, the former Celsius Chief Revenue Officer, Ronnie Cohen-Pavin, and Mashinsky will also face charges of conspiracy, securities fraud, market manipulation, and wire fraud related to manipulating the price of Celsius token. And according to the allegations, Mashinsky earned roughly $42 million in profit from sales of Celsius by artificially inflating the price, while Cohen-Pavin pocketed roughly $3.6 million. Authorities reportedly arrested Mashinsky, a New York resident, on July 13th as part of the indictment, which includes several criminal counts. Now, Cohen-Pavin, a resident of Israel whose whereabouts were unknown at this time, faces 4 counts. And according to Williams, the indictment was first brought in November of 2022, but it had been sealed up until today. The criminal charges came in parallel to those from the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, which announced a complaint against Celsius and Mashinsky on July 13th. And according to the commission, Celsius allegedly acted as an unregistered commodity pool operator, while Mashinsky was an unregistered associated person of said operator, violations of the Commodity Exchange Act. Now, the New York Attorney General Office filed a suit against Mashinsky originally January 5th, alleging that the former CEO misled the Celsius investors, resulting in billions of dollars in losses. The U.S. SEC followed with its own civil suit July 13th, citing similar allegations against Celsius and Mashinsky. And in addition, the Federal Trade Commission issued a whopping $4.7 billion fine against Celsius. So there you have it. And Max Keiser responded to this and wrote, "Mashinsky was circling El Salvador, but couldn't get past our legal system that keeps all unregistered ish coins out. The president's territorial control plan is matched by the Bitcoin territorial control plan, unique in this world. There are no financial terrorists in El Salvador." So there you have it. I just hope that these investors get their money back where it belongs. It's very unfortunate when people get scammed, especially from people who are purposely misleading us, such as Alex Mashinsky. So it'll be interesting to see how this roughly plays out. And will Scam Bankman-Fried follow suit and be arrested and put in jail as well? We shall soon see. But anyways, now for the first spot Bitcoin ETF being approved in Europe. Again, major news for everyone in crypto today, July 13th. Mark this date down on your calendar. So here's the latest breaking news. Europe's first spot Bitcoin ETF is set to debut later this year. After a long delay, the Bitcoin ETF by Jacoby Asset Management, a London-based multi-asset investment platform, was set to debut on the Euronext Amsterdam exchange in July of 2022. However, unprecedented unprecedented market conditions caused by the collapse of the Terra ecosystem in May of 2022, as well as the FTX collapse in November, forced the asset manager to postpone the listing. The Jacoby Bitcoin ETF received approval from the Guernsey Financial Services Commission to launch its Bitcoin ETF in October of 2021. The asset manager told the Financial Times that it decided to launch the ETF now because it has seen a gradual shift in demand compared with 2022. The asset manager said that it is still assessing the launch and will share the date launch soon. The Jacoby Bitcoin ETF is a centrally cleared Bitcoin-backed financial instrument with custody supported by Fidelity Digital Assets, a major shift from the usual ETF or ETNs, exchange-traded notes. And in Europe, all crypto-backed traditional financial instruments were structured as ETNs rather than funds. So do take notice of that. The major difference between an ETN and ETF is that the ETF shareholder owns a portion of the fund's underlying assets, while ETN investors own debt security. ETFs, unlike ETNs, cannot be leveraged or use derivatives, which could otherwise lead the market to manipulation risks, which we see firsthand in the United States. And while Europe approved its first spot Bitcoin ETF in October of 2021, the US SEC has rejected all spot Bitcoin ETFs thus far to date. However, this year alone, more recently, nearly a half a dozen institutional giants, including the likes of BlackRock, Fidelity, have filed fresh spot Bitcoin ETF apps in hopes of becoming the first US approved spot Bitcoin ETF. The SEC had already approved a couple of futures Bitcoin ETFs back in 2021. So there you have it. Which company, major asset manager in the world, do you feel is likely to first get the spot Bitcoin ETF approved in the United States? If I was a betting man, I'd go with BlackRock because of their track record is 575 to 1 of the SEC approving their request. So we shall see. Also, the SEC has to give an approval or non-approval before the Bitcoin halving scheduled roughly 9.5 months out in April of 2024. Can you say the perfect storm? Let's freaking go. Now for breaking news on everyone's mind right now, and that's Judge Torres officially deeming XRP not a security. I repeat, the judge has officially deemed XRP not a security. Here's the latest regarding this ruling. Ripple Labs scored a victory in the U.S. District Court in the Southern District in New York, July 13th, as Judge Torres ruled in favor of the company in a case brought forth by the Securities and Exchange Commission dating all the way back to 2020. According to documents filed on July 13th, Judge Torres granted summary judgment in favor of Ripple Labs, allowing that the XRP token is not a security. All it took was 3 years, right? The SEC lawsuit sought to compel Ripple to stop offering an XRP token under the premise that XRP was a security and thus required additional regulation. Per court documents, they shared the following. Defendant's motion for summary judgment is granted, and as the programmatic sales and other distributions and Larson's and Garlinghouse sales, and denied as to the institutional sales. So within a matter of minutes, the price literally started ripping, and it's currently at roughly 80 cents at the time of this recording. Obviously the biggest gainer for the day. Now, the case against Ripple has been ongoing since December of 2020 when the SEC sued Ripple and its two chief executives, Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson, over allegations the company was offering an unregistered security. Take that, no clarity, Gary. And over the past 3 years, the case has had its fair share of dramatic intrigue, including the release of the Hinman documents and ongoing defiance in the face of the SEC's accusations from Garlinghouse, and along with the palpable movement demonstrated by the XRP token pumping on the news. The overall sentiment across the crypto community appears to be one of jubilation and celebration. You can say that again. And in response, here's what Cameron Winklevoss and Tyler Winklevoss had to share. Cameron wrote, the sale of XRP on exchanges is not a security, which means the sales of all cryptos on exchanges are not securities, and the SEC Gov and Gary Gensler have no jurisdiction over them. This is a watershed moment that regulates the SEC to TradeFi and makes it a dinosaur regulator. Bye-bye. And Tyler said the Ripple ruling today decimates the SEC government's case against Coinbase. Have fun with that one, Gary Gensler. And Tyler also put the SEC government and Gary Gensler claimed the 80-year-old securities laws applied to crypto. A judge today, Torres, said they do not. Adios, Gary. So there you have it. Let me know your thoughts. Are you pumped up for this decision that the SEC lost and took the L versus Ripple Labs and XRP? Let me know how you truly feel about this in the comments below. And like I said at the end of the show, I'm going to be reading each and every one of your comments out loud as you deserve. Shout out to the entire Crypto News Alerts community here in the live chat. Now let's let's discuss Tim Draper's $250,000 price prediction, followed by Max Keiser's $1 million price prediction, followed by our live Q&A. And shout out to Draper, the venture capitalist, as he stands behind his prediction. The Bitcoin will hit $250,000 per coin, shifting his timeline to now 2025. In a new Bloomberg interview, the billionaire says that the underestimated how the U.S. government would crack down on crypto to impede the King Crypto's market cap growth. However, he is still predicting Bitcoin will hit a whopping $250,000 per coin just 2 years later than he initially predicted, which would have been this year in June or July of 2023, which would be more than a 724% increase from its current value of above $30,000. Quoting Draper here, when I predicted it, Bitcoin was at $4,000, so it's gone to $30,000 in that time, and I really wasn't expecting the U.S. bureaucracy to be this aggressive, and I thought that maybe they would be recognizing that they've got to compete with the rest of the world. They've got to provide a platform from which entrepreneurs can flourish, and by having this regulation by enforcement that the SEC has been professing and driving is really driving all the great entrepreneurs out, and I think that has hurt the Bitcoin price. And according to Draper, wider adoption of Bitcoin will happen despite the government crackdown, since Bitcoin may benefit overall traditional financial systems. Facts, quoting him here. But Bitcoin is here to stay. It is a great currency. It's a great way to operate. I can't wait until I can raise a fund all in Bitcoin, invest it all in Bitcoin, have my portfolio companies all pay their employees and suppliers all in Bitcoin, and have taxes all paid in Bitcoin, and have the waterfall all fall into people's Bitcoin wallets. Preach. And because there is no accounting, there is no auditing, there is no bookkeeping, it's all done on the blockchain, and it's all honest, and it is all straight. And I think that's going to bring society into an anthropological leap forward. It's going to be an amazing time, and I cannot wait for it. Very powerful words by Draper. He also says that he overestimated retailers' adoption of Bitcoin, but predicts retailers will soon start using Bitcoin more. Quoting him here, I thought that this was going to happen a little sooner than it did. I also thought retailers would recognize that they can save 2% by accepting Bitcoin, and I thought they'd recognize that sooner, but that hasn't happened yet, and I think it is going to happen about the right time, about that same time as the halving. Let's go. And maybe we'll get my price target by then. I sure hope so. We all know the Bitcoin halving, which happens every 4 years, is estimated to take place April 14th at this time, when the amount of new Bitcoin issued to miners will be reduced from 6.25 Bitcoin per block to 3.125 BTC per block. So there you have it. Let me know if you agree or disagree with Tim Draper and his $250,000 price prediction by the year 2025. Now let's dive into the latest from Max Keiser. I was watching one of his shows, the Orange Pill podcast, with his fearless, co-host, Stacey Herbert. Shout out to Max and Stacey. And he made a very powerful prediction, which I transcribed and made a Twitter post about earlier. I'm going to read that along with the latest in regards to why Bitcoin will hit without a doubt, $1 million per coin, and that it's only a matter of time. So let's break this down. So here's what Max Keiser had to say word for word. Again, I transcribed it from the Orange Pill podcast. He wrote, Bitcoin is designed to be attacked. When the EU says we need to attack the price of Bitcoin, this is music to Bitcoiners' ears, because all attacks mean greater hash rate, greater security, and higher prices. It is designed to be attacked. The more you attack it, the much higher the price goes. So we welcome the EU attacks and the IMF and Christine Lagarde and central banks and the Federal Reserve Bank. Please attack me so that my price can go to $100,000, $200,000, $1 million per coin. Thank you. Very powerful and bold prediction by Max Keiser, saying the more you attack it, the more the numbers go up, as it has built in number go up technology. Now, Keiser also emphasized the setting up mining operations like Volcano Energy, which will invest $1 billion into the country to produce green power from solar and wind sources. For mining operations, will allow the nation to pay its debt fully. In the interview with Diario El Salvador, Max shared the following: this country will be debt-free by 2030 with Bitcoin and geothermal Bitcoin mining. And furthermore, Keiser profiled El Salvador as a worldwide center for Bitcoin mining, detailing that this development allows jobs to be generated in the area, raising the gross domestic product, as well as benefiting the country. We all know Keiser moved to El Salvador with Stacey back in 2022 and now serves as the advisor to President Bukele, and he is sure that Bitcoin will become a significant reserve asset. El Salvador has a set of advantages compared to other countries. Keiser states that due to its crypto regulatory framework and green energy resources, El Salvador will develop a Bitcoin-derived revived industry. Here's what he had to declare. Countries around the world are beginning to accumulate and mine Bitcoin as the world of fiat money and central banks disintegrate. With the benefit of President Nayib Bukele's new laws, such as making Bitcoin legal tender, we have the ability to lead the world and arguably become the richest country in the world. Keiser has been a very vocal proponent of Bitcoin as a currency, declaring that all fiat currencies are going to zero compared to Bitcoin, and explained that Volcano Energy's market cap will grow to $50 billion, exceeding the El Salvador GDP, which is estimated to be $29 billion. This growth will be powered by the rise of the Bitcoin price to $1 million per coin, and he says he qualifies this prediction as a mathematical certainty. So there you have it. Let me know if you agree or disagree with Max Keiser and his $1 million Bitcoin price prediction. And now let's dive into today's live Q&A. Massive shout out to each and every one of you today in the live chat. Coin Father, what's good, fam? Alan Haley, Bitcoin Maximus. Matthew, good to see you. Adam 2, what is good? Lacey Watson, appreciate the support. Thanks for tuning in. Steve Ramsey, we got Petrolhead 2020. Jeff S, Will Stop Son, what's good? JF, welcome. Good to see you as well. 3 Diglets, welcome. Why not? 096, Inspector 8 fam. Jamie, it's good to see y'all. Robert, what is poppin'? Charlamac 10, good to see you as well. Crypto Spurg, good to see ya. And I'm going to start all the way at the top. I know we have a very active chat, and I greatly appreciate that. And like I said, I'm going to give everyone the opportunity to have their comments read out loud. Boomer Futurist, welcome. Wrote XRP already being relisted on the exchanges. Massive news, because this is an L for the SEC, which means it's a big fat V victory for the entire crypto industry. And about time XRP get relisted, in my humble opinion. I think that's just going to continue to pump the price, making it more accessible for investors to buy it, because after the unlawful lawsuit against SEC, or the SEC launch against Triple Labs XRP back in 2020, they delisted XRP virtually from every exchange in the United States, Coinbase, etc., making it difficult for investors to even purchase it. Hence why the price action has been suppressed for the past 3 years, and why we're seeing it pump all of a sudden to more of its true value, in my humble opinion. We also have XLM up a whopping 70%, being a fork of the XRP token. Lacey Watson, what's good? Appreciate you tuning in. Don Tio, SAs in the hood. Welcome, SAs. Hey, crypto fam. Welcome to Pump Day. That's what's up, Corky C. Jeffrey says, buckle up. Let's freaking go. Selling with Twins says 32,000 sees it as. That's right. We're so close. The new 2023 high currently for the Bitcoin price action is 31,800, roughly 200 away from the 32 mark. We know there's not much resistance between 32 and 40, so send it and let's freaking go. Let's go alt, says David Watson. I just love seeing people win, especially my family here in crypto. I'm not anti any crypto. I am pro people succeeding and having gains. So I just wanted to clear that up as well. Smashing that like button and ringing the Bitcoin bell. I appreciate that, Zap, and massive shout out to y'all out there from different parts of the world. I know you're tuning in from Japan. I know we got family here from South Africa. That's the biggest compliment you can do to the show, to make sure you're subscribed and hit that like button each and every episode and drop a comment, as it helps out tremendously with the YouTube algorithm. Much love, much respect. LFC Liverpool Film Club in the building. Tony Jeffries, what's good? Good to see you, fam. I won't buy XRP now, says Selling with Twins. Ryan says, good afternoon, crypto fam. Can anyone recommend a good two-factor app? What's wrong with the Google one? That's probably the most popular and the one I'm most familiar with. Let me know if you've ever used that one, and if there's other recommendations, do let them know. Nice pumping fam, let's go, says Baz. That's what's up. Hail JV and the Crypto News Alerts fam. Appreciate that pump. Much love. XRP is going to get suppressed in price again. I bought it and sold it in a day trade, says Coin Father. Word up. Let's freaking go, says Maximus. Bring facts in the building. 32,000, fingers crossed. Let's freaking go. What's good? Coin Master, been coming here to Yokohama since 1980 when I was aboard the USS Midway in Yosuka. Great place. That's what's up. And again, shout out to Japan and my people out there in Asia. What's good? It's like Bitcoin Christmas. That's right. Today is declared Crypto Christmas, July 13th. Like I said, mark it in your calendar. Finally, the bulls are here. About time after this freaking cold ass crypto winter. You feel me? We long overdue. Adam 2, what's good? Matthew, always good, fam. Charlamac 10, XRP top. Word up, BNB. I think Gary knew that was coming. Those rumors he was leaving was probably a prediction of what was going to happen. More than likely, I can agree with that. Maximus, it was a great day to not have any electricity, so I could F off and just make some awesome trades in the markets. That's what's up, Coin Father. Happy trading. Keep stacking them stats. Do what it do. It's about time. It's been boring for the last 2 weeks. Exactly. And love to see this. This is the excitement we've all been yearning for coming true in real time. So much love and happy days. JF, Bitcoin catching up to the goal value at roughly 13 trillion USD in 80 years with 10% annual increase to Bitcoin after inflation rate of 4% per year on average gives you about 300 million USD per Bitcoin in 2103. And I think the mining of Bitcoin will officially be over in the year 2140. We still got a very long time to go, fam. Jeremy Amos says waiting on Filecoin to pick up. Word up. Appreciate you tuning in. Jeffrey put a 1 in the chat. Happy to see the rulings here and Bitcoin continuing to pump, surpassing new all-time high for this year at least, 2023. Corky C, big fat 1 in the chat. Lacey Watson got a 1 in the chat. That's what's up. Charlotte Mack 1 in the chat. Coin Father Don, I sold my Solana swing today for a 73% great trade. Congratulations. Crypto Surge says first. Bitcoin Maximus put a 1 in there. Loving to see Bitcoin pump. Love it. Pump it up. Mike MI, welcome. Cute Ziza put a 1 in there. Zap put 1, hell yeah. To the moon, send it. Let's go. Baz put a 1. Kelvin, what's good, fam? Good to see you. What's good? What's new? What's poppin'? Wow, I caught you live for the first time since Crypto Surge. Well, I hope you're enjoying it. There's nothing like the live experience, right, compared to the replay. XRP, when relisted to Coinbase? Great question. Some say XRP is already being relisted, so I would not be surprised if it's already relisted considering how much it is pumping. And the more relistings, the more the price is likely to go up. Keep that in mind as it becomes easier to access. What is an XRP prediction? Will there be a dump, or is this going to climb even more? Great question. Nobody knows, but you have to consider for 3 years, it was Jay Clayton's last day at the SEC as the chairman before Mr. No Clarity Gary took over. And on his last day at office, he launched this, in my opinion, unlawful lawsuit against Ripple Labs and XRP. And as a result, XRP price has been suppressed for 3 years. The entire market pumped. Remember, Bitcoin hit the all-time high in 2021. XRP was affected more so than any of the top coins out there as a result of this unlawful enforcement by the SEC. So it was long overdue to start pumping. Personally, I would not be surprised if XRP surpasses $1 in the next few days to a week. We shall see. Nobody knows. It can pump and then correct and then just continue pumping. Nobody can predict the future, so be prepared for all scenarios. If you're, an investor in the token, it's different than just watching and so forth. You may be looking to when's a good position to get into, etc. Use your own judgment and discernment. You know what I mean? I don't want to give investment advice whatsoever because I do not do that. But nonetheless, just keep stacking what you believe in. I believe in Bitcoin more so than anything else because of its decentralized nature. It's incorruptible. It's truly decentralized. It's borderless. It's unconfiscatable. And I sleep good at night knowing I hold it. So therefore, I just continue stacking sats like there's no tomorrow. And that strategy has worked pretty well for me, especially for the long term. So we shall see. What's good, California in the building? What's poppin', Jeff? Good to see you. So we shall see. If you guys have XRP predictions, let us know in the comments. Brooklyn in the building. Killa Cali. Shout out to BK. Shout out to Biggie Smalls. NYC. I'm actually from New York, by the way. Initially, born in Long Island. Both of my parents are from Brooklyn, born in Brooklyn. Good stuff. Coin Father says, smash that like. That's right. It's free to do so, and it helps support the channel tremendously. Appreciate that. Greedy, welcome. Drew Webb from Washington in the building. Holland in the building. Bitcoin gang, let's get it. Welcome, Barry. Corky says North Carolina via London. What's up? XRP won. That is correct. They officially won. People from NY don't act normal. Maybe that's true. 300 million USD per Bitcoin in 2103. How's that for a prediction? Whoa, 300 million USD per coin? Send it. This is considering Bitcoin catches up to gold and then increases 14% per year and gets you to your net 10% increase per year. Well, let's go. Who wants to be normal? Exactly, Adam. Not here. I don't think Bitcoiners are normal by any stretch of the imagination compared to the rest of society. Wouldn't you agree? Maximus, 3 halvings down, 29 to go. I'm stacking Bitcoin until at least 2035. I might try to trade some ish coins for ish fiat to pay off the house and debt. Word up. Do what it do, Matthew. Fax Adams says crypto surge. Maximus, Matthew J, God willing, I am with you. We rich, my fam, says Inspector 8 fam. Word up. If not, I'll just leave it to the kids. That's right. This is called generational wealth for a reason. Unconfiscatable generational wealth. The best way to get immense wealth is to scale businesses, not Bitcoin, but Bitcoin is nice to preserve economical value, and you don't need to deploy for a while, says JF. Appreciate you tuning in live. Robert says XRP to $2. Why not? Consider, what was the all-time high for XRP in 2017? Can someone put that in the chat and confirm it? If I'm not mistaken, it was over $4, probably closer to $5. So we know XRP's all-time high is $4. That means it has the capability of returning to its all-time high it has not seen in the past 5 years, especially considering we have a Bitcoin halving next year in 2024. Let's go. Anything is possible. This is where dreams come true, fam. Welcome to crypto. Coinfather Lacey, I was going to move there, but turned down the job I was offered at First Financial Group. Word up. Lacey says BlackRock. What about BlackRock? Do you think they'll be the first ETF to be approved? I think so. Kathy Wood says she's first in line. The Winklevoss twins say they're first in line, but it is factual that the Winklevoss twins applied for the first spot Bitcoin ETF over a decade ago. Since 2013, you had the SEC denying spot Bitcoin ETF. Denial after denial after denial, because they're in denial. It's not a security. That's right, 3 diglets. That was the official ruling. My grandchildren won't be, but they have Bitcoin program with a smart contract, giving them small amounts every year and support because I love it beyond my existence. That's what's up. Much love. We are winning 100%. You know you're 100%. You are still winning. Atom Bitcoin should do better in the next recession since it started to be treated more like gold. That's right. Bitcoin is gold 2.0, as they say, right? Digital gold. No, most families after a couple of generations can't preserve the wealth that was built. They usually waste it. Facts. Do what it do. Welcome Digital Dankness. What's poppin'? Boiling the heat and the humidity. I feel ya. Also hot here in Puerto Rico, just FYI. Corky says Bitcoin mining companies are pumping as well. Riot and Marathon are crushing it too. Everyone's a winner today in crypto. Let's go. Even the crypto-related stocks and miners, of course. They can't believe the Ripple SEC case is finally over, says Steve Ramsey. That's right. I think a lot of people are in denial right now. Maybe that's why we had rumors of Gensler leaving earlier this week. Very doable. Can't believe XRP is pumping this much with 48 billion tokens, or about 48% of their supply, yet to be dumped on the market. So beware, as Matthew points out there, fam. Bitcoin trades hit TP after hodling since, July 6th? Word up. Wish I had a time machine. Hindsight is 2020. Don't we all, fam? I have been watching in TradingView for the last 3 or 4 years, watching all the longer time frames, 1 year, 5 years, all the times. That's what's up, fam. I've been a hack with Binance. I've been having a hack. Dang. Having a sign in every time I want a lot. Even if the screen time goes out, I must sign in again. Sucks big time. Very interesting. Be careful out there and don't keep your crypto on the exchanges. Only use the exchange for what it was designed and intended for, not as a cold storage, because it is not your keys, not your coins. Execute the trade, then remove your crypto immediately off the exchange so it's not an attack, a target for an attack vector. You know what I mean? And things of that nature. What's up? Dustin says Lambo. I think it is Lambo time. Let's go. Yo, bro. Good day, says Al Goal. Word up. Maximus, what's good? Chill says, I just noticed XRP description has changed on Coinbase already. Getting ready to relist. Let's go. We know that Coinbase is the largest crypto exchange in the United States. As soon as that's officially listed, expect more investors to get into it and the price to continue to pump. JV, listening to you today from Miramar, Puerto Rico. Go XRP. Let's go, Ricardo Rodriguez. Shout out to the beautiful people here in Puerto Rico, too. What's good, Bitcoin trainee? Not your keys, not your coins. You know that is a fact, Lacey. Belfast in the house, says IJ. Satwise Jenks, XRP to 0, Bitcoin to infinity. Word. Nice to be here. Vancouver, Canada in the building, says Ronald. Barry, the thumbs up. Greedy, in your opinion, what's the best place to buy and sell and trade crypto? I would go by the top exchanges by, trading volume. You can look on CoinMarketCap and then see which are the biggest exchanges, but it also depends upon what country you're in. So the biggest exchanges for those in the United States, obviously it's Coinbase and Binance US, but at a time like this, I wouldn't be so safe dealing with Binance US because the SEC issues they're dealing with as they're being sued for allegedly selling unregistered securities. And the same with Coinbase, but as the Winklevoss twins pointed out earlier, this is good news for Coinbase because a win for XRP is a win for Coinbase, as the SEC claimed that they have been offering unregistered securities, but XRP sets a precedent for the rest of the crypto community. So that's why I think this is a big V for everyone involved in crypto today. We need $100,000 Bitcoin for your party. I hope it is this year. That's right. Thanks for the reminder, Barry. For those of you new to the channel, once Bitcoin price action hits that whopping six-figure mark of $100,000 plus, we will have a celebration party here in Puerto Rico, and y'all are invited, and I'm looking forward to meeting y'all face-to-face for the first time, and we may have more meetups and parties as well following that. Why not, right? I'm spending $100,000 in the next few months on Bitcoin. Not sure if I should pace myself or buy it ASAP. Word up, do what you got to do. I think it's not a bad idea to dollar cost average, or if you want to just get your position, there's no right or wrong. Because at the same time, just as Bitcoin can drop and you can get in at a lower price, it can go to 40,000 within the next 48 hours, and you're like, crap, why did I wait? I should have got it at 30,000 or 31 mark. So you got to kind of make your own decision there and do what you feel is best for you at the end of the day. Above 32,000 tomorrow, says Ilya. I hope you're right. Let's go. 32,000 for the first time in 2023. That small XRP bag is finally looking green, says ESP Academy. Petrolhead, thanks for the commitment to the community JV. Much love from the UK. Massive shout out to the United Kingdom. Gary Gensler down 75%. You already know, but guess what? They're getting a $5 billion settlement from Celsius, so they're not short on funds. Do note that. They have infinite capital to continue their crypto crackdown. Doesn't matter, Bitcoin maxis. He's an extension of Pelosi. Gary Gensler is a puppet. Word up, says Matthew J. Very smart, no tax in Puerto Rico. Well, there is local tax, but there is no federal income tax, just to clear that up. Here, under Act 60, if you apply and become a resident, meaning living here on the island at least 183 days out of the year, which is virtually 6 months, then you could have basically, you don't have to pay federal income taxes. Instead, you just pay a 4% local corporate tax, which is a big deal if you're a successful entrepreneur running a successful business. Example, for every $100,000 in profit, if I was living in Florida, hypothetically, I'd have to send $30,000 to $40,000 for every $100,000 gain for taxes. In Puerto Rico, for every $100,000 gain, no federal income taxes. So instead, I pay a 4% corporate tax, which means $4,000 for every $100,000 profit. Now, if you're a seven-figure entrepreneur doing 7 figures per year, you run the math. What's 4% on $1 million? Off the top of my head, is that like 40,000? Now, what's 30% if you're living in the mainland and you make $1 million? That's probably over 300,000 in taxes. So would I rather pay 40%? Or 30 to 40% or 4%, you already know. And for the kicker, 0 capital gains tax on all investments, including cryptocurrency. Boom. And you can keep your residency being a United States citizen. So that's the massive advantage to coming out here to Puerto Rico for those considering it. It is a crypto mecca, but Bitcoin is not a legal tender. No comparison to El Salvador. You know what I mean? So do keep that in mind. Hopefully that helps you better understand some of the laws here in Puerto Rico. XRP going brazy. Yeah, it is what it is. HODL, Bitcoin and ETH running bots for trading a few alts, says Ryan M. Do what you got to do, fam. It is what it is. I like the Keiser prediction, says Lacey Watson. Agreed. I'd love to see $1 million price action. I feel it's only a matter of time. Let's freaking go. Shout out to Max Keiser. Yes. And shout out to Stacy. Are you guys planning to hold Bitcoin for a decade or a couple of years or a few swing trades? Decades for me. This is generational wealth. Not going anywhere. Diamond hands, fam. It is what it is. Max Keiser, what a legend. 100%. I love Max, one of my favorite, obviously. That's why we cover him virtually every day here in the show. I always DCA, dollar cost average stat-wise. I think in 2035, all the spot Bitcoin will be gone. And it'll be all derivatives and all paper Bitcoin for sale. And as they say, there's nothing like the real thing, baby. So get the real thing and put it on your cold storage device while you still can. JF, great job. I admire your consistency, pumping these videos every single day. Keep up the great work. Day nada. This is my passion. This is my mission. This is my purpose. I'll continue doing what it do for many episodes to come. This is episode number 1340. Cheers to the next 1340 episodes and next Bitcoin halving, of 2028. We're talking about the one preceding the 2024 halving. We're going to keep this baby pumping. 2.8 was XRP all-time high back in 2017. No way. It was only $2.80. I could have sworn it was over $4. Am I mistaken? Can someone provide clarity for that? Baz put it was only $2.80. Someone please let me know. Nacho cheese. Not yo coins. Nacho cheese. David, what do you think about Bitcoin being legal tender next to the US dollar instead of replacing it? In my opinion, the dollar having to compete would help fix the Fed and their terrible policies. Unfortunately, it's not something the Fed is welcoming because Bitcoin underlines the central banking cartels, and Bitcoin was designed to kill the central banking cartels. And it is what it is, and they know that. That's why presidents like, Biden and Trump and all of them, they're just puppets for the central banking cartels. And anything that undermines Bitcoin, they're going to be against it. So you have to keep that in mind. But then again, what if they couldn't stop it and it became a world reserve currency? Totally different story. And yes, Bitcoin could go above and beyond the moon, way beyond what we're anticipating. Anything is possible. And that's what makes Bitcoin so exciting. You know what I mean? Smash that like if you haven't already. It's free and easy to do. Thanks for the reminder. JB listening to you today. Appreciate that, and I appreciate all the support as always. Shout out to Puerto Rico. That's what's up. CoinGecko says $3.40. So there you go. More closer to reality. So let's just hypothetically say the all-time high for XRP was somewhere between $3 and $4. That gives it plenty of room to grow, considering right now it's less than 80 cents? So who knows? It can just keep on pumping to several dollars. We shall soon see. Evan Rivero, what's poppin'? Pura Vida fam, good to see you. Do we need a strong dollar and a strong Bitcoin? I don't think we need a strong dollar. I don't think the dollar is strong to begin with, because any currency where they can just print it at will always be corrupt and never be strong. Bitcoin, on the other hand, is guaranteed to increase its purchasing power, as the dollar is guaranteed to decrease your purchasing power because they will continue to print more of it. Bitcoin is incorruptible. No one can change the mathematics of it. There can only ever be 21 million coins in circulation. There's a finite limited supply. Many of those coins are stagnant or lost and gone forever, several million of them, making it even more scarce, making it the most pristine collateral this world has ever seen, hence why we coin it. Perfect money. You're damn right. XRP pumped to $3.20, but closed further down. Oh, thank you, Lady Jojo, for the clarity. Smash this like. This guy is really cool. Appreciate that, Crypto Surge. Vamos Puerto Rico, says Bonaro. That's what's up. Anyways, fam, now for a recap what I covered with you here in today's show. I broke down the latest technical analysis. We discussed Bitcoin hitting a new yearly high for 2023, touching roughly 31,800 and on the cusp of breaking 32,000. We also discussed U.S. Attorney's Office announces criminal fraud charges against Alex Mashinsky, who has been fined his company $4.78 billion by the FTC, and he has allegedly been arrested. We also discussed breaking news of Europe's first spot Bitcoin ETF eyeing a 2023 debut after a year-long delay, as well as breaking news on everyone's mind, Ripple winning the case against the SEC as Judge Torres rules that XRP is not a security. I repeat, XRP is not a security. We also discussed billionaire venture capitalist Tim Draper doubling down on his $250,000 Bitcoin price prediction and moving the goalpost to 2025, and says that bureaucracy is holding Bitcoin down. And we also discussed the latest from Max Keiser and his $1 million Bitcoin price prediction. But where do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to go next? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.